Hello everyone and welcome to You Should Meet My Sisters podcast. I'm Monique Danielle.
I'm Felicia Juliana.
I'm Leah Naomi.
You should meet my sisters.
Hello everyone. Just a quick message from the You Should Meet My Sisters podcast team. We'd like to commemorate the life of Chadwick Boseman, a true superhero, not only in his acting roles but in his real life. Little did we know the struggles he was facing as we were falling in love with him on the screen. As you may or may not know, we've experienced what it's like to lose a family member to this horrible disease. So we send our blessings, our prayers, and all of our love to Chadwick's family and friends, and we hope that you can join us in doing the same. Rest in peace, Black Panther, Chadwick, a spirit that has sparked hope and power into most of us.
Hello. Hi.
What's wrong with you? Obviously there's some issues you need to resolve.
There's none.
What's good? What's been going on?
Oh my gosh. What has been going on this week? I went to London.
Same.
Same.
You went to London on your period?
I was bleeding and I was moody as hell.
Oh.
Yeah, I got stood up, guys.
What?
Good job you're on your period.
Got
Did
stood
we
up.
know dick?
Well, yeah, it wasn't dick I got stood up by. So
Oh, wow. My bad.
here's a sad time.
It's okay. We both got stood up this week.
Sisters!
Proud. Wow. I didn't.
Bitch.
That's because you've had the same thing standing up for you for years.
And I keep it standing.
Whatever. We get it. Okay, you're happy.
Joker.
Yeah, man, it was a tough one. I was angry. I wish that you guys were around for me to like vent.
Oh,
Yeah.
what, after getting stood up?
Yeah.
But it wasn't like you were just left standing there. Like, explain what happened.
Oh, well, okay. I was trying to be cute and it was someone's birthday and I was like, let me go to London and take them for... This is like, I'm not letting anybody listen to this podcast just in case. But,
do something for their birthday.
Yeah, I was like, oh, let me, because we were supposed to link up at some point, and I was like, let me just go. Someone was going to London, so I was like going to jump in their car anyway.
Oh, okay.
I asked 2 days before, I said, I'm thinking of coming to London. Well, go on.
Yeah.
And the person was like, yeah, okay, cool. I'll make sure that I'm free on Saturday.
Okay.
No matter when you come, I will make time for you.
Ah.
I said, cool. And then I waited for the person who was giving me a lift to be like, hey, we're actually going. And they forgot that they were supposed to be taking me. So I just I just let the girl know. I was like, oh, I just haven't heard from so and so yet, so I'll let you know, whatever. And she was like, oh, it's okay, we can rearrange for another time if you want. I was like, no. I'm on my way.
Yeah,
I'm on my way. And then I got to London and then I told her where I was staying and she was like, that's far from me, that's kind of far.
Yeah, but you
and
know London is not dead, isn't it?
Blood,
It's not
I've
their
come
borough,
from
they're not going.
Birmingham.
Yeah, but for
I've
them
come
it's
from
like if you're from South, that's your city.
your city.
Yeah, but she wasn't far enough. And I've come from Bro.
No,
and
that's true.
I
Of
asked
course,
you
of course.
before I
got
confirmed whether I was coming or not. I asked you first. I said, I'm thinking of coming. And then when you said, I'll make time for you, I was like, all right, then I'm going to come. I'll organise other things, but I'm going to come. And then she's like, it's kind of far. Oh, you're kind of far from me. This and that.
Really?
And I was like, yeah,
But you came.
And I also
all
said,
the
like,
way.
I can meet you. I was like, I can meet you in the middle.
Yeah.
No big fan.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind.
Yeah.
I travel around London a lot. A bit more weary during Corona, but I'm like, all right, I can still meet you like in a central location, whatever. And the friend I was staying with had an event to go to in the morning that was closer to where she was anyway. So I was like, oh, I can just go with,
okay.
Anyway, so she was like, oh, you're a bit far, we can organise. You came very last minute, blah, 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 blah. I was like, last minute?
I
I told you on
you
Thursday. I
already.
actually asked you on Thursday. Yes, it's 2 days before I'm coming, but you could have said no then.
You
and I
already
wouldn't
said
have
any
come.
time.
And also, you should know, because I've been asking you all week, like, what are you doing for the rest of your birth week? Are you busy on the weekend? Blah, blah, blah. Just while the idea's in my head. Anyway, so she's like, oh, we might have to organise another time because she was looking after somebody.
Okay.
But somebody who just came out of surgery. She's like, I'm looking after someone, and there's
Did not
someone
come out
else.
of surgery the 2 days
This is what
before.
I'm saying. There's someone else here who can look after them, but they might not be here on Saturday. But I was like, you literally told me you were free on Saturday,
Yeah.
and you knew that this person.
Yeah, like
you knew you were looking after this person.
looking after.
Yeah.
They need
So-
looking after, but I'm sure the surgery would have been more than
just
2 days
tell me
before
this
when you lot spoke.
Yeah, it was. I know.
Yeah.
But
Nah.
tell me before. Just tell me
Yeah.
before, like, oh, you know what, I can't see you, whatever. But it's because she knew that I was far. That's what it was. I think she's just been lazy, or because she was nervous. But just tell me. So anyway, I was like, okay, well, I'm going to be at this place tomorrow.
Yeah.
So if you can make it to this place, let me know. Well, I'm just letting you know that's where I am.
Okay.
There's no pressure, yeah, but like I am here. You know that I'm here because actually when I told her, I was like, I am coming for you. I didn't say like I'm just going to London. I was like, I'm mostly gonna come for you. I can find other stuff to do, but I'm coming for you really. Anyway, then she messages me in the morning when I'm at that place, and she's like, oh, what time does this event start? Because I wanted to go to the event anyway. And I was like,
Did you? But you don't know the details.
I was like, but I said it already started. I was like, it already started, but it started late. So if you're still coming, come. She was like, I wanted to come, but my friends didn't want to come with me, so I just didn't. I wanted to come in general because when I told her about I'm rambling, sorry. When I told her about the event in the first place, she was like, oh, I know about that event. My friends were talking about going. So she was like, oh, my friends didn't want to come with me, so I was just thinking I was just gonna come. And I was like, well, we're here, like, so you know, if you turn up, you turn up. And then she was like, I'll just have to go to the next one. I was like,
Wow.
Are we all right? Are we all right? So I was like, I said, oh, well, you're not gonna come to this one? She's like, I was thinking about it, but it's a bit late now. So I was like, cool. She said to me
at this event.
Then she said to me, but I'm gonna see if someone can come look after this person, so I can sneak out and take a peek of you. And I was like, okay, come then. Like, I said, I can stay after the event. My friend is here for the event. I'm not actually taking part, but I can just stick around afterwards and we'll link up.
Okay.
And she was like, okay, cool. But I don't know if there's anyone who's going to be able to look after. And I don't know when that person's coming back.
So then
and
why
it might
what's
be
up
blah,
with
blah,
that?
blah.
Why
That's what I'm
not like
saying.
that? Just leave it.
And
Next
don't
time,
give
see
me
you
that
later.
like up and down shit. Just be
Yeah,
like, all right, you know what? I'm actually not going to. She shouldn't have said anything to me on Saturday, full stop. If you knew you weren't going to go to the thing.
Yeah.
And I stayed in the area for time because we ended up going to lunch afterwards. So it was like, it was maybe like, she messaged me.
You
this
and
like,
your friend went for lunch.
Yeah.
Not this.
Yeah. So it was like, maybe like 1 o'clock when she was messaging me. And then at like 4:30, I was like, I'm still here, you know, like eating and that.
Yeah.
Because I thought, oh, maybe the person would have been back by that
Yeah.
time. And then she was like, oh, okay. And then I was like, alright. So I'm just going to go, I'm going to go back to my friends. But the worst thing is, while she was like, oh, I might come have a peek, someone else asked me out that night.
Okay.
And I was like, I'm not going to say yes because I might see this person.
I would have been gone.
But it wasn't somebody that I was really on seeing, but it was just like, just someone there. There was someone else that I wanted to see, but they were busy in the evening, so I was like, I just don't really want to go see. So I was like, I'm just gonna leave it, and then maybe like later on in the day I'll see if she's like, you know, because I didn't want to go all the way to London. I don't mind being rejected, but I didn't want to go all the way to London to be rejected.
No, of course, and spend money.
That's not.
Yeah, so I had to go back and shower anyway because it's hot. Sorry, this is like a long story. I had to go back and shower anyway because it was hot. And by the time I finished, it was like 7, 8-ish. And the worst thing is, my friend that I was staying with had made plans because I told her I was going to be busy.
Oh.
So I ended up sitting in her flat alone,
Dead.
watching Tiny Desk. So, you know, it was good.
Tiny Desk.
Yeah,
And eating, just eat. I was so vexed. And then even like later on in the night, I was like, are you sure I can't like, because my friend when she left, she was like, I feel so bad leaving you here. And I was
knowing
like,
what's been going on.
Yeah, and I was
all
like,
that.
you know what, don't worry, go out. And she's like, just try and message her one more time and see if you can like, because it's late now, see if you can get her out.
You gave her too many
Trust
chances.
me,
You
and then-
messaged her too much, man.
And then I was like, I did say like, are you sure I can't persuade you one more time? And she was like, then she was, okay, I know this is pedantic and very girly, but she was online. So I know she saw the message, but she didn't reply for like an hour till it was too late to be able to do anything.
You know what the thing is? You're both females, you should know better.
Yeah, she was just like, oh, nah, not today. And I was like,
Wow.
all right, then allow it. Anyway, so she did that. Luckily, my friend's man came home with his friend and like we just bust jokes and chilled.
I thought that was going somewhere else.
I don't look at my friends men like that.
He said he had a friend.
He came back and his friend came. His friend was fine as well. So I was like,
See why I thought the story was
I was like, thank goodness at least I get something like
to look at.
You know, like dreaded and dark skinned and just beautiful. And I was like, I was supposed to see a dreaded
female
brown lady today. You know, God makes things turn around.
That much though.
Yeah. So then she came home and then we just chilled like for the night. So it wasn't like such a wasted night, but I was like feeling very annoyed by it. And then I had the date the next day and it was like, oh God, please don't let this happen again, because that girl stopped responding as well.
Oh God.
But she was just busy. Yeah, so I was really annoyed. And then the audacity of the girl to message me the next day like, are you out enjoying the sun today then?
What?
Like, are you a knobhead? Are you a knobhead?
Oh my God.
Are you a knobhead?
Yeah, just...
I thought dating men was
Are you a knobhead? And then she messaged, like, I just stopped talking to her. I was like, yep, you?
Good for even saying you already just been
I was like,
yeah, stop.
I was like,
Trust me.
I am indeed. You? And then she was like, yeah. And then maybe like, when was the wedding? Tuesday.
Yeah.
Wednesday.
Tuesday.
On the day of the wedding, obviously I was looking fly, and I posted some stuff. And then she like sent me heart eyes. I was like, oh. And then she asked me to do a questionnaire for her because she wants to start a new business. I was like, do you think I'm gonna do it?
How much are you paying?
Okay, cool.
Nah.
I was vexed. I'm still vexed. And then you don't want to feel petty and be like, well, I don't know why you're asking me to do stuff, because last week when I asked you to do some shit, you decided to do what you wanted.
I don't mind feeling petty.
I have no
I will do it.
But I'm getting
that.
to the point now where it's like, if you talk to me again, like, don't ask me to do nothing. I'm just gonna, and I said to her that day, I said, I'm gonna let you organise anything going forward
Make
now.
her comfortable.
Because I'm not
Not
exactly
to your house, city centre.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. So yeah, that annoyed me. But I had a good date the next day, so it kind of balanced out. But I wouldn't have gone all the way to London. Otherwise, I would have organised something else with the other person. Of course. So anyway, so that was my weekend.
What about you?
Well, my standing up just didn't turn up today.
So yours was actual stand up?
No, I wasn't standing there, but I was literally like, it made me get a babysitter and everything. I was so annoyed.
Oh my God.
Planned it for like a week. And he's like, yeah, I'm coming down, babes. Don't worry, babes. I'm so excited to meet you, babes.
How close to the time did communication stop?
It stopped at 1 a.m. the day of him supposed to be coming, yeah. So
Listen.
I literally said to him, so what's the plan for tomorrow then? Nothing. Nada, but I've already got a babysitter planned. I've already decided what I'm going to do.
Have you got kids?
No.
That's why. You know when people don't have
respect
kids,
the situation.
He didn't have no. And then it took him, because he didn't say anything to me for ages, till the other day, like yesterday, to message me and say, hello babes. I was like, bro, you know I'm not happy. I literally said, you know I'm not happy. He was like, oh, I know. I just felt like I let you down and didn't want to say anything.
Yeah,
you did. Only let me down by not saying nothing.
You said, yeah, you did.
Yeah.
I felt like I let you down. You know what? You wouldn't have let me down if you told me that you weren't coming.
Mm-hmm.
Have you not watched? I think it's called
Man was short as well,
Indian Matchmaking.
Yeah, it's the one you told me.
Sure.
Oh Lord, this man told me he was 5'11". His profile says 5'11", and I was talking to him. I was cussing about short men. I was like, listen, I'm a tall girl. I'm 5'7". I cannot be with a man who's shorter than me. And he was like, I'm 5'8", by the way. And I was like, are you really 5'8"? Because if you're shorter than 5'8, rock hard, bro.
5'8" when you're 5'7" is like eye to eye.
It is eye to eye. It is.
Oh man.
Because I'm higher end of 5'7". I'm not the lower end. I'm like a good level of 5'7". So it's sad, man.
No. Have you seen? I think it's called Indian Matchmaking or The Indian Matchmaker.
Is it the movie
on Netflix?
Yeah, no.
It's not a movie.
What?
It's a series.
Oh.
Listen, when I say this thing is good.
What is it?
Good. It's what it sounds like. She's in America. She's a matchmaker, and she said she does Indian matchmaking. But I swear to God, there's this guy on like the first episode. He seems so sweet. He's so sweet, good looking ish. Yeah. The girl is into him. It shows them holding hands. They go on another date. They kiss. Next time, he just gives her air. Nothing. Nothing. And then he's like, oh, he worked out. He got hearts, and I don't know. He was sick or passed out or some shit. Yeah. So he didn't cancel. He contacted her the next day. Hey, they start dating again. Everything's cool. The day's meant to meet her friend. He flops. He messages her saying, "Oh, I'm arguing with my sister. I don't know if I'll make it."
I'm
like, your sister? Is that how you say you got an ex-girl? That's one of them. Oh, this is my cousin.
Yeah.
I was probably like, raw. But the show is good. It is good.
Yeah.
I swear, like, there's this one girl. She's like, oh, I don't care if the guy's funny.
What do you mean? You don't what?
Sense of humour doesn't matter to her.
I'm not gonna lie.
She don't know what matters.
You know what
she
I mean?
don't like nothing. Honestly, I need to make you watch it. She don't like nothing.
I need a person to make me laugh.
Yes.
I cannot hold this relationship myself. I'm hilarious, but I need you to also give it me back, because there's no way I can sit there with someone just dry.
Yeah.
You don't even have to be that fine if you're funny.
You have to be
the
funny
balance.
if you're funny, to be honest.
At least for the first, like,
you
can go out, vibes off each other.
Yeah.
Maybe we can work on the fineness. It's not that hard.
No, it depends what you...
It depends on how I'm finding it, but I mean, like...
Someone find
No,
this.
but obviously, looks fade, innit? So...
Yeah, but
you need that.
You still look like you used to, you know? You still look like you used to.
Have you ever seen, like, the first people you ever dated? And then been like...
Yeah, no.
I think you looked a bit different.
Oh, people that you used to have crushes on.
Yeah, the crushes.
Oh my gosh.
I think more
Have
than
you
dated
seen
crushes.
Have you seen B5 now?
No.
But the jaws.
They doth not look how they used to look.
No.
Oh,
All of them
really?
have a massive jaw. It's
They
all
look
just
very-
All of them? Are they all related?
Yeah, they're brothers, ain't it? Brothers
Are
5.
they all brothers?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It was... Listen, okay, I knew way too much about them. They were all brothers.
Obviously.
Yeah, okay. Patrick was my favourite.
Patrick's the only one who looks decent
I
now.
know.
They look like they all took the same low carb diet. They look all skinny as hell.
Really?
The massive faces.
It happens
Yeah.
to me though, because you know what? Especially with celebrities, when you look at your taste and how it changes, I'm like,
Yo, I used to think Spectac from Pretty Ricky was fine.
you're spectacular. No, that was when I was in that whole, light is a bum thing.
Yeah, man. Oh,
It was never fine.
Do
It's
you
always been
remember who
pleasure
your first
for
celebrity
me.
crush was?
it's actually kind of cute. My first celebrity crush.
Yeah. I weirdly can pinpoint mine.
Who was it?
Right.
Oh, I think I know. Go on.
Do you? My first celebrity crush was genuine.
Oh,
And
is it?
yes. And I didn't know. Like, I think I had thought people were good looking.
Yeah.
But this was different. I saw the video for Pony and I felt embarrassed watching it with Mum in the room. I was like blushing by myself, like,
cute.
Oh.
no, seriously, it was really. But I was like, yo, he is just fine. I don't know what happened, honestly. I was like, what's going on? What is going on? It was mad. But then I remember watching Kevin Hill and I saw Christina Hendricks. Oh my gosh.
For me,
She
it
is
was
absolutely
Tay
beautiful. Tay Diggs.
Oh, for me, it wasn't even Tay
No,
Diggs,
man.
it was the nephew. You know, the young one. Oh my, Jason! I was like, this man is
Jason.
so fine. It was so fine.
But your taste has changed, hasn't it? You used to
Yeah.
like Aaron Carter.
Listen, now me. I liked Simon Webb from Blue.
Nobody likes Simon Webb.
He was the only.
You used to always like the bald mixed race ones, and it was no facial.
yeah,
That guy in another level.
Yeah.
No.
He might be my first crush, you know.
Really?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
looked
It's very feminine.
He looked like
Oh,
a
right,
man.
maybe that's where my
I'm
bisapienness
telling you.
came from. Like, yo. Maybe I can put mascara on him and kiss him later.
No, he did look very feminine.
Do you know who I had a huge crush on? I didn't really have that many crush on celebrities.
Who?
Oh God! What is the boy band that came out of X Factor? All brown people, 2 mixed race.
I have no idea.
Oh yes, you do, man.
No, I don't.
JLS. That's the one.
Everybody
You know the
No.
You know the black. the black
Not
guy
the
one with the
big eyes. Oh my
He looks
god!
like my ex, and you know which one.
No, I thought he
He
looked
looks
like
a reshape. He looks like
a reshape.
my ex
I was
that
like,
you know.
a reshape.
You know who I'm about.
No, I thought that he looked like.
He
I
looks
can't even
like my
say
ex.
who I thought that he looked like.
Is it someone we know?
Yeah, someone we all had a crush on growing up.
Me?
Someone we all looked at. You know what I'm talking
Does
about?
the name begin with an N?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake. I'm not even going to go there with you.
It took a
He
second.
does. He does
No,
kind
he
of look
doesn't.
like
No,
him.
he doesn't.
I can see the remnants.
No, he looks
There's
like
a-
my ex.
He does.
Nah.
He looks more like my ex
He
than that
does,
I don't
person.
think so.
He looks like him bad. No,
Yeah.
he looks like he does.
It's just
He
the
does.
eyes, man.
And the eye colour and the
Yeah.
His eyes ain't like, are they?
yeah, they are.
I don't know.
When I first saw him,
they were
everyone
big and
was
meaty,
talking
but
about this
everything
man
else
being
was like.
bum. And I had just broken up with that partner, and I was like,
I don't see the resemblance.
Oh my
Actually.
Really,
God,
I'm
no.
gonna have to Google and
No.
show you. You can't say you don't see the resemblance.
No.
My first girl crush though
Ooh.
was Melody from Pussycat Dolls.
Was it?
Yeah.
Who the hell? Oh, she had that song. She had one song after. She had one song after Pussycat Dolls.
silent.
Melody was kind of cute.
She was fine.
Not my type, but yeah.
She was cute, man.
Yeah. I think I
felt
used to
like-
like Xena, the Princess Warrior, as well when I was
Yeah.
younger. You know, I got this kind of like type. I don't know.
Oh, who's your first girl crush?
It was someone in school, and I can't tell you guys.
I bet it was that one I hated, wasn't it?
No,
Oh, thank
Right.
God.
it might be one of them. Good times, but no, I don't know. Actually, and I think about it, it might be a cartoon.
Wow.
That's okay, you
Kim
know.
Possible.
Was
Kim
it
Possible
She-Girl?
was
Get
down.
out. You know what
I
we're
was
doing?
going for
No,
She-Girl.
she wasn't.
Yo, She-Girl was
The
fine.
criminal, she had the
She
dark
was
hair, which
green
was
and
green.
black.
Yo,
She was-
listen.
Listen, the only
No, she was
cartoon that I
paying.
can say is boom is My Man in Mulan.
Oh my god.
No, not the prince guy. Not him.
Shang.
Are you mad?
Shang's
Nah,
Nah,
Shang's
mad.
looking
Yo,
bad. You know the evil one.
Listen to
Nah,
me.
it's
The
the
Hun.
evil. Listen,
The
the Hun.
Yo,
I was like,
them
yo.
eyes, you know.
Nah, you're mad. He's
swear.
terrifying. It's just like nightmares.
talking about?
He's grey. His skin is grey.
It's okay.
He comes from the depths of hell.
That's okay.
Nah, mate.
He was from the snowy mountains. If we got him to Africa, he'd be fine.
Trust me.
Still,
Trust
nah.
me. He was boom.
I remember being like,
Fuck
yeah,
out.
He
get
did
that
that
Emily. Yeah, I always felt really weird for thinking he was good looking, and then I realised that other people had. the
People
same
have
feeling.
cartoon crushes.
Oh, yeah.
It's a real thing.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
I had some top cartoon crushes.
I did.
You need help about top cartoon.
If you watch anime, you'll understand that. Like,
I do.
Crushes.
My man in Avatar. Yeah, with the burn on his face.
oh,
Yeah,
Zuko.
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 Listen,
And
I'm like, yo, bit of
Shaolin
character, but
Showdown,
stop.
yeah. Raymundo was boom. Raymundo gave me life, you know. Boom, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
was
No
amazing.
human female crushes until I got older.
Oh,
That's
Yeah.
cute.
look at ya. It's mad because now everyone's got them in it. They're like, oh, this is my girl crush.
Mm-hmm.
WC, what is it? WCW.
Yeah, woman crush
all of
Wednesday.
that.
Crush
Mates.
Wednesday. It's not a real crush though, is it really? Because if they were alone in a room together.
Wow.
Be like, can I
Hang
get an
on.
autograph?
I wouldn't have like, hey,
Yes,
I'm
Listen,
sick of that,
me and Christina
baby.
Hendricks in a room alone together would not be an autograph. I'm like, let me see him.
Come on, we're both girls here.
Now she's gorgeous.
Oh,
she
she's
is
beautiful.
I do have a thing for redheads.
She's not that red
She's really
anymore.
nice.
They've blonded her. It's annoying.
Oh, in that show, Good Girls. Yeah, I know.
Minute by minute, she gets blonde out. It
I
really stresses me
know, and
out.
frumpier.
Mm-hmm.
I know.
We can do better.
That guy's gonna start laying pipe on her again.
He
though,
better
and she's gonna
listen.
look good. What, that guy?
He needs to come listen.
Is
Rio
he-
is boom.
He's all the rage on Twitter. People keep posting pictures of him.
Yeah, it's like
Nearly
what's
as
that
much
saying?
as my man,
From
Joe.
Star.
No,
Oh.
Joe from You.
Nice.
That's weird.
That's
you know, people
weird.
saying that they want it. No, hang on.
They want to be
Having a
stalked by
crush
him.
on him isn't weird.
Having
a crush on the
And
character
Joe.
and being like, oh my god. I literally seen people tweet stuff like, oh, I can't look how much he loved her. He's misunderstood. Oh, I could deal with a man like that because at least he's paying me attention. I'm like, my G.
Are you mad?
Attention.
I've never watched it.
He's a stalker.
Because I'm scared to watch it.
He
puts her in
literally-
a glass box.
That's the bit that
Just
freaks
what?
you out.
What? That's not. It does
Forget
that
the
not freak you out?
No. Before all of that, yeah?
He's
He
just like,
finds
I'm a
where
display
this girl
piece.
lives. Well, of course. Put me in the glass box and I put on a show.
Like,
But no, he finds where she lives. Okay.
This is the first.
This isn't
episode.
going to sound alarming from the get-go. Okay, he finds where she lives and she's having sex with somebody. And he can see from the window.
So it's the downstairs window.
Yeah?
Look through it.
A little bit of voyeurism. Cool. I'm down with that. He watches. I'm okay with that.
I'm not.
He
I'm
masturbates outside the window.
And then he goes to himself. Yeah, he's like, oh, I bet he's not putting it down like
Yeah.
why would you?
He's like, he's not saying it, but it's like talking to
It's talking
himself.
in his
Yeah,
head.
it's so weird.
And
But
then-
he fully finishes what he's doing, and then after she leaves her apartment, he goes in and starts like
Sniffing
sniffing
her.
the
Oh,
sheets.
yeah.
I'm
No,
like,
I couldn't watch
ew.
it. I couldn't watch it.
It's amazing.
It's
though.
a really good show.
watch.
It's a really good
Oh,
show.
no.
I would just get scared. I watched a movie with Nia Long and Mike Epps.
I haven't
Is
seen
it
it because
good
I had
on
bad
Netflix?
reviews. Is it good?
It's
Okay.
You
Is
know?
it all of those films that are exactly the same film, just with different
well, I
black
haven't watched
actors?
the movies
Okay.
like that. So somebody said it's like Obsessed.
I was gonna say,
But
is it
I've
Obsessed?
never watched Obsessed.
Obsessed
So
is good. There's like 8 of them.
but like this is kind of it. But Mike plays a stalker way too well.
Really?
That's
Does he?
way too well. You know, he kind of
Mike
looks a
Epps,
bit.
Love and Basketball.
He
No
looks
one-
a
no
lot.
one
I used to
Epps,
love
you know.
him, you
but
know.
he does not look the way he did once before.
Okay.
To me,
Is
he's
that
not
'cause
as
you've seen him as a
attractive.
stalker though?
No, to me, he's
Oh.
not as attractive as he once was when he was in House.
Yeah,
He
that's
was-
him.
he
That
was
was
less
him.
attractive.
No.
To me.
When he was in House, it was his peak.
How else does that man? What's his Patrick Dempsey? Listen, he's good
Yo,
looking, you know.
Patrick
Not my
Dempsey.
type as we know, but
Hey,
he's
nah,
really
no,
good
it's
looking, you know.
special. It's a special man. Hey,
Yeah.
Dempsey.
I would put
If
my
you hear
fingers through
me.
his hair. These are the things. These are the things.
Nah, listen.
I would not do for this anymore. And McSteamy as well. Yo.
Oh my god.
Just needed a moment of silence for
A
him.
moment of
still.
silence for Bliska, yeah.
What's his name? The one from 300 as well. Yo, because he.
Gerard
Gerard
Butler.
Butler.
Butler, yeah.
Hey.
I said this. Right, I said this to my man the other day, and he was like, "What?"
Really?
What, with that accent?
Yeah, that's what I said. I accidentally called him Irish, not Scottish, but I don't care.
It don't matter.
If it was Irish, it would be even
Yo,
worse. 'cause
Irish
I love an
Irish
Irish accent, you know.
Trust me.
Trust me, top of the morning.
Nah, he's fly, man.
Oh,
Seriously,
swear.
there are times where.
Are you okay?
Just staring into
She's about to
existence.
take this
Oh.
back, edit it out. There's times where, what, Monique?
I've been watching. What's the movie he did with Katherine Heigl?
Oh, that
the-
sad one. P.S.
No, it's
No,
called
that was so sad.
The Ugly Truth.
The Ugly Truth.
I hate her.
You get to the
Yeah.
point where your
Yeah.
panties.
Yeah, I'm like, you're such a dickhead in this, and it just makes you just this much more
Desirable. Yeah,
like Sadza. But Katherine Heigl also annoys me.
she annoys
Yeah,
me.
very
I
much.
can't stand her.
She's not my favourite actress.
No.
She's
Maybe it's that she plays the roles well, I don't know. But I
It was
don't
just
like
a
her.
ditzy role.
Nah, you start watching Suits.
I did.
She's
Is
in
she in
Suits.
Suits?
Yeah.
Why?
I kind of
They put
end up
Katherine
liking
Heigl
her in it.
Suits.
Yeah. Suits,
Why?
the Harvey Specter.
Don't get me started. Listen,
No.
I ain't read enough fine people.
No, I'm telling
listen, Harvey's.
You know what? It's mad though, because my taste in like
my type.
people on TV is so different to my taste. in
Oh,
person.
yeah.
Yeah, nah, if
Like,
I saw
nah.
Harvey in real life.
Nah, that ain't for
If
me.
I saw Gerard in real life, I'd jump on it. If I saw someone
I
who looked like
wouldn't.
Gerard in real life, I'd be like,
no.
okay, nice to see you.
Oh
Look at
no. That's crazy.
Oh.
Madness.
That's absolutely crazy. But
Beautiful.
beautiful. No. Like, there has to be like limits. It's like, you know, when people watch porn and they like watch things that they would never do,
Yeah.
but then it's okay over
You
there.
try some of that stuff with me. I'm saying
Bone in the
no.
peas, pineapple.
I'm saying no. Some things
It
that
depends on what kind of
I
no,
have
but
to,
there's some stuff, yeah,
I
that
have to
I could
admit,
watch,
the
and I'd be
things
like,
I
oh,
watch.
cool. But then if you didn't, I'd be like,
If I
God.
can't watch it, if
No,
I can't do
there's
it,
some
I
things
can't
that I
watch
can't
it.
watch. So there's some things
That's
I
the
can't
thing.
watch.
Yeah,
I
there's
can't-
some things that I will not touch,
Mhm.
but there's things that I will watch that I would definitely not do. but I'll watch it and I'll be like, yo.
You watch Bukake, innit?
What is that?
Oh, never mind, Googling.
You know, you will be disgusted. Let me just that's how you want
Okay.
Listen, growing up, Leah was the most prudish, innocent. You couldn't say sex.
You couldn't
Talk about kissing somebody, anything. She would literally.
She wouldn't swear.
Yeah.
She'd say crud.
Yeah.
Shut
We used to call her
my
prudence.
secret words, okay?
We used to call her prudence. Now is a different kind of story.
She's the worst one now.
I'm telling you.
Worst.
Possibly. She's different now.
The way she speaks is the worst. Like
Yes.
her language is the worst.
But
I think it's
And some of the things that you be doing is
I literally have to get up some Bukake and make her watch it one day.
What?
Just do a reaction to her watching
Okay,
it.
I'm just gonna tell ya. Alright.
Oh.
I can already feel the disgust. It's when a lady gets come on by several men. So like there might be a group of
It's when a
15
group of men ejaculate on one
bus
female.
on one woman.
Did they have sex first, or did they just get?
They
No.
literally just wank.
That's fucking weird, and it.
And then she'd be like, you know, wipe it's like all on her face, you know, wiping her face. I've definitely seen a video where she like puts it into a cup, you know, like
Yeah,
fills a glass with water.
disgusting.
You watch that?
Wait, no.
I'm not saying I'm not saying
I have watched it.
You
It never
watched
turns
that
me
shit?
on, but it's interesting to me because I'm like,
people do
I
this.
feel like these men must be getting turned on by each
Each
other.
other.
Yeah, to be able to stay erect.
I literally had this conversation yesterday about, I
did
don't know
you?
why I was talking about Bukake yesterday, but
Okay, because that's
it's not something I do
Your
often.
thing again. Obviously.
But I was like,
Ew.
for me, like, I would just be thinking, like, you are literally getting turned on by everyone bussing on this woman.
Yeah.
And it's not, it's like, if it was like watching porn, like a man can get turned on by watching a man fuck a woman during porn, right? But if you're next to me and our elbows are rubbing, and I can hear like everybody like, oh yeah, come on her, yeah.
No, you know why? Because some people, they see it as like a dominance thing. They see it as a dominance, and you know that kind of, some people get turned on by degrading the opposite sex.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, we're all in this together, doing it to you. I know.
It's like a
That's
football
even
team.
the
Come on,
game,
lads.
No, but
Come on
it's
her
a thing.
face.
It's a thing.
I always did,
Yeah.
but then I maybe I'm a bit more prudish, but I never understood when men, like as friends, could watch porn together.
No, that's.
I thought, like,
You know,
I
the
don't
thing
mind.
is,
Yeah, that's a
a
normal
bit
thing
mad,
to
you know.
do
Like,
together.
it depends. Are you watching it like this, or are you watching it like with the Vaseline and?
No, but why would you
but
just
you're
watch it
both
for the
getting
sake of
hard
watching
together
it?
watching porn.
There's nothing.
I feel like that's something that's more
porn is
so-
hilarious.
I feel like it's something that's more so like young teenage boys might like.
Yeah.
Have you seen this? And I can get that because we've got friends that I swear to God they showed me a wild sight when we were younger, and I was like definitely not turned on.
Just
Definitely not
concerned.
turned on. It was women with a toilet seat.
What? What?
I'm not saying no more.
Were men sitting on the toilet seat?
No.
Oh, thank God.
That's what I thought. I was so confused.
She was performing Felicia with the
With the
toilet seat overhead, and they were like,
Was it like banging? Was the
yeah, and like
Hanging the seat on her.
slapping her with their Johnson. And our friends, who are lifelong friends, because when I tell you who it is, you
already know who it is.
You won't even die.
I
You won't
already
believe
know.
it. You won't believe it. They're known for using pretend bagels.
Yes, I
But I was like, huh?
What's wrong with him,
And
man?
they were like, oh, look at that. I was like,
How is that?
what am I looking at? I was like, am I looking and I'm meant to be like, this is hot, or am I meant to be offended? Like, what is this?
There is a thing though. There's
Yeah,
a
but
toilet
no.
thing. There's a toilet thing.
But they say on it.
No, like so people get turned on by. I don't understand it. Like, you know how people get turned on by getting pissed on and turned up with doo-doo. But I was watching a prank video where a man was pretending to be a woman. So like on a sex line. So like he'd get the person to do stuff. And then he'd show that he was a man, like he had titties,
Oh, okay.
and then he'd show that he was a man. And there was like a guy rubbing the inside of the toilet and putting it in his mouth while he was rubbing his dick, like the toilet water. I was
That
like,
is so
how is
disgusting.
this a thing?
Yeah, but remember, like when coronavirus first was a thing.
Yeah, everyone was licking toilets.
Why would you lick a toilet anyway? Why would you do it?
What?
It was
You
like
didn't know?
to prove that you don't get sick.
They were saying that basically you don't get sick and then they all got sick. I'm surprised they didn't get like cholera. Licking the toilet, man.
Ew.
What are you licking the toilet for?
Why would you do it?
Do you know how many
listen,
bacteria I've been on
even
toilet?
if I put all the bleach in the world,
No
the
way.
flora, everything,
No way.
I'm not doing that.
No way. I don't even want you to kiss my bottom if I've been on the toilet that day. Like, I want to go have a shower.
Yeah.
Don't kiss my bottom until I've had a shower. Like, I'll be thinking, yo, I sat on the toilet with this bottom.
No,
Like,
no.
I don't want that, so
Yeah.
I don't understand.
It's disgusting.
That's not-
There are
I
some
mean, it's
kinks
different strokes for everybody.
Like, I don't want to
because-
shame anyone for their kinks,
Yeah.
right? But there is
Like,
like
for me.
a difference
Just
between
keep them over
hygiene.
there.
It's a hygiene versus a kink thing.
Mhm.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
a hygiene thing.
It's mad.
Mate,
Yeah.
I remember the first time I watched porn. I
Yeah,
didn't watch it.
I
It
don't.
was put on to me. Like, I literally walked into the room and
Oh.
I was at somebody's house.
Yeah.
I won't say who they
I
are
need to know who they are.
I-
because
eventually.
they already got sent back to Africa. So
Oh, wow, I know who
me.
it was. Okay.
Really?
I walked into the room and they were like,
They were
"Hey,
sent back to
Mama,
Africa for being
Mama,
naughty. No wonder why.
Mama, look." And I just looked at the TV and I then you just pressed play and it was like, I was like, whoa! What the hell? But I was disgusted. I wasn't actually like, this is, oh wow, cool. I was like, that is disgusting, take it off, that is
I don't remember, but yo, this is Channel 5, yeah? Used to have them, it was
Yo,
a 10 o'clock
yeah.
from the erotica.
Definitely was.
Listen.
You know, like the Sky remote, you have the
Sex
back
Cetera.
button.
Trust me. I used to flip between Sex Cetera and Lay Bare because
Oh,
you know we
yeah,
had +1.
Yeah,
Listen,
I
I
watched
flipped
it. So bad, isn't it? I used to
know.
watch it. And then MTV Base After Dark.
Yeah.
Oh, the music video,
Yeah.
mate.
Special.
That was enough for me to be like,
Listen.
I remember the first time seeing that. That was that Nelly and Justin Timberlake video at the Playboy Mansion.
Oh, worth it.
Yeah.
Nah, for me it was Chingy right there. It was
That
the first
video
time
was-
I ever seen a music video where they left like the dark inner thigh
Yeah.
showing.
yeah.
You know, because they're always like makeup
yeah.
it or something. It was there. I was like, oh wow,
This is what they really
she was
like.
real. And then looking at my thighs, okay. It was
The
mad.
work together, not so
Trust
bad.
me, it's not so bad. It is not so bad.
Some of the music videos were live though.
Yeah, but no, now they're all dead. Now they're all dry. I can't tell you one good music video I've seen lately.
Except for mine, obviously.
Except Kelly Rowland's video for Coffee is okay.
I haven't
But
seen
The
it.
song's dry. Oh,
Yeah, the
that's
song was kind of dead.
Yeah, I don't mind it.
It's okay.
I'm not
love
gonna
Kelly
lie.
on Vine.
I
Vine
do. She's
video
got
for
some
it,
great
shit.
songs and she's got really good album tracks.
Yeah,
But I'm just like,
I love Kelly. She was always my favourite Destiny's Child.
she wasn't mine. I can't lie. You know, I was a Beyonce.
I'm
girl,
always
of course. Of course.
Beyonce.
What are you saying? Of course. I'm not even a big Beyonce fan now, but I was.
You girls love a front
Queen
runner.
Bee.
Of course.
What do you mean? No,
Underdog.
okay, she's just hard. She's just hard. It's not just because she's a front runner. She's just hard.
The underdog. I always preferred Kelly's voice.
Michelle was the underdog. Oh, sorry, it's a lie.
Very rude, but I'm not going to. Keep your nostrils flaring. Be nice.
Michelle,
Just
she did her part in this.
Mhm.
She did her part. She did her part, you know?
Why are you lying? Don't just lie.
She can
Yeah,
sing.
she can-
I saw her
She
do this
doesn't
thing
have a
where she
nice
does a
tone.
butterfly.
Watch,
She doesn't
watch
have
when
a
I
nice
release the
tone.
track, okay?
That's
Watch when I release the track. I always talk about how I can't sing and you like can sing. Watch. You'll see Destiny's Child. You will see Destiny's Child, you know. Tell me I can sing with you. We'll
Destiny's
see.
Kids.
Destiny's Nightmare? Nah.
Oh,
I fully tweeted the other day when I sing, yeah, I'll be singing along to the song because this happened. I was playing some music by Mariah Carey, okay? I was listening to My All. Yes, I know all the words. Because I know them doesn't mean I should sing them. And then singing, my Spotify cut out. And I was like, Mariah, you off? I swear to God, I sounded like the seagull from Little Mermaid.
Stop it, man. You actually not that bad.
Nah, it was
Yeah,
amazing. It was a mess.
It's
not that
that
bad to sing,
made
it
us
was
do
a
the
whole
Boys
mess.
to Men bits and all the Mariah Carey
Exactly.
songs.
That's because in my head I could sing.
But you're
Now,
not
when I
that
was
sad.
younger, I could sing better, but because I didn't pursue it,
Yeah.
just nah.
Like there's
nah.
singers that I've heard and I'm like, this is bad. Whereas you, it's like all soft. It's
Listen.
like soft and it's a little off key.
Listen.
That's it.
When I play certain Ashanti songs, I'm like, yo, I can sing.
Yeah, because
That's because you and Ashanti were
We're on the same
on the same note.
Me, Ashanti, and Cassie. Yo, there's a girl.
See, you're telling me you couldn't release music.
Yeah, but that's because they're boom.
So yeah.
I mean, never, not like that. Listen, Ashanti, have you seen her now?
Yo,
She looks bad. I know.
She's looking
Yeah, she
so
looks boom.
thick.
So boom.
Absolutely beautiful.
So boom. She's so beautiful.
Go.
Different what?
Summer Walker.
Don't, because I'm hurt, and I love her so much. She
I'm
was
not
so
even gonna- I don't know
born.
what to say, you know.
She
Summer
was so
Walker.
born.
It's a shame that she felt so much pressure to do it.
She
she-
was
yeah.
beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I really like her. So I don't even want to say bad things about her. Because I understand anxiety and being a performer and having to deal with anxiety and being under the grass. And we're just like, I'm not even famous and I
Yes,
already feel
yes,
that
yes.
pressure.
Yes.
So I don't want to badmouth her as a person. I'm badmouthing the work that got done. Okay.
Okay.
It's like someone ordered a Lil' Kim for her face.
I know.
For her nose.
I know.
It's very bad.
It is.
It's very bad. And she was so naturally beautiful.
Yeah.
But
You know when it's like you kind of want to see which one they picked on the menu?
Yeah.
because
Because
it's
it's a
not-
bit different, you know, like it's a bit mad.
and I'm like,
It's like Lil' Kim though. I thought Lil' Kim was beautiful.
She
One,
was.
when she was black.
Mm.
Two, when
With
she had her
the
natural
nose.
nose and everything. I thought she was so beautiful.
I've been looking
And
at
she's
them noses
got, you know,
like,
the same type of nose. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
maybe it's nice because I used to hate my nose growing up and love Lil' Kim. But then I was like, hey, she's looking a bit different. Then she came out of prison looking Chinese. And
This
I was
is
like,
it.
huh?
and
And sounding different, like a voice in
yeah,
back.
but
How the
then
hell
it's
was
weird,
that?
because how do you expect? I had to get through the nostrils like this. There's not enough
no,
airflow going through the nostrils, man. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
And this is the thing that makes it difficult to
Uh-huh.
accept, because as a young person watching it, or as somebody who's not where they are but you want to be where they are, it gives you this vision of like, oh,
You
I don't
have
have
to
to
do-
look
yeah.
like that. I can look like this and still make it. Because Summer Walker was very stripped.
Yeah.
She was very
Yeah,
stripped
yeah.
down. Not too much makeup. Her hair was like
naturally.
in those dreads and
Yeah.
you know, like all like messy and I love that. To me, I love that look anyway. But
Yeah.
it just makes you think, okay, the music speaks more
Yeah, because she's a
because she
brilliant
doesn't have to
songwriter.
be all like made up.
Yeah.
You know, the music spoke. But her Tiny Desk did really well.
Yeah.
And she was like not made up at all.
At all.
Oh,
Do you know what I mean?
Her Tiny Desk, I watch it now.
It was
really
live, and you could see. Obviously, you can see the anxiety, and she speaks about it. But nobody was like, "It's shit because you got anxiety," or
No,
"You don't
no,
look
no,
nice,"
no,
or "You
no.
don't." If anything, it was like, "Why
No.
isn't she connecting with the camera?"
She used to get a lot of stick online for her features. She did.
I don't
Her
know.
and SZA.
Really?
Yeah. I know.
Dawn?
She's beautiful, isn't
She's
it?
like a little dolly.
But you see a lot of people put pictures of the two side to side and kind of run them. I think now the problem with like things like Twitter is they forget that people who are in the spotlight are people.
Yeah.
So you're literally taking a picture of somebody's child and tearing them apart.
Yeah. Whereas if that was your sister,
And someone's saying, yeah.
even like you're no one's free of it, because you know how many people get to where they are and they can even be made up, they can even have work and they can even, and they'll be like, oh, she was born a man. They were doing this with Meg.
They did it
Remember
with
Sierra?
Sierra?
Yeah,
See, remember Sierra? Oh, she was a hermaphrodite. All of this for how long?
They did it with Lady Gaga too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're like, these are actually pretty women that now you're dragging.
Lady Gaga, she's done something different.
Yeah, I can't tell
She's
me. She
taken-
doesn't look different.
No, I don't mean her face. I mean she's taken being torn down so much for how she looks to build other people up for the way they look, even though she's very vocal about still dealing with her appearance, her weight, all sorts. And I'm like, you know what, there's really something admirable in that.
Yeah.
But honestly, the rumours that come out, you know, when you're younger, you're like, oh, it's so funny, all of this.
Yeah,
And
because you
it's
don't
like,
you don't
really?
notice that. I think
How many
that
times
is
can
the
you read
danger.
something about yourself until it starts affecting you?
Exactly.
Yeah, of course.
And that's the danger of celebrity, though, isn't it?
Yes.
Because to the people who aren't in that world, you're on TV, you're entertainment for them.
Mm-hmm.
So I like we can critique a TV program.
Yes.
We can critique these people in the music videos, these people, blah, 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 without noticing, like, I can critique an actor's acting.
Yeah.
Or how they've made them look
Mm-hmm.
for the film, and that person won't be upset. Do you know what I mean? They might be, it ain't really well, it's not affecting their bag.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And it's a performance thing, which means it's up to how I interpret the performance. But when you're just going for someone's looks naturally, the effect that can have on someone's mental health, and we're just like, I get upset if someone says something to, one person says something to me about something. I have to talk myself out of being affected by it. Even if it's someone I don't care about, I'm like, why did they say that?
Is this really
like
like
there's
that?
a little bit, there's a little, even if you don't give a shit, like even if you're unbothered, there's still this little thing of like, I have to kind of battle that in my head. So imagine having 50,000 people saying, yo, your hair looks nasty, blah, blah, blah. Because she changed it. I remember someone saying that she changed her hair because everyone was complaining about the dreads being messy. And she's like, so I relax it and I make it this way, and it's still a problem.
Do you know what? It's a shame. I would love to sit down and talk to Rihanna. Not just because we share a birthday, which is bad.
She's fabulous.
She's fabulous. But she is literally unfuckwithable.
Yeah.
She is. Like, I was like...
But I think that there is a level of having to block out that shit for you to be able to be unfuckwithable. So... do you think she's looking at her Instagram comments and that?
Of course
really?
not.
Do you really think that?
Not.
Do you really think she's looking at the tabloids and that?
Nah.
She doesn't have to.
Exactly.
I'm making money, like, and I don't have to. Like, I'm doing my thing.
Her focus is on other things.
Exactly.
It is.
And I think that's where you have to have a good team around you to protect your mental health. Yeah. Because you don't need to, as the creator, you don't need to see everything.
No, you don't. It's really not.
You don't need to see everything.
You don't need to hear what people think of what you've done either.
Exactly.
To be honest,
No.
once you've made your thing, like if I put out music, I don't tell me if you like it or if you don't. I don't care. Just listen to it and share it.
To a point,
like
I think you have to.
Now I'll listen to what the people around me, their immediate, like my immediate people, or listen to what
But
you have to say.
do you not need to keep track of how this is doing?
Yeah, I'll look
get
at
what
how
I
it's
mean?
doing, but I don't want to hear whether you. I just don't care. I don't care about whether you think it should have been faster or slower, or I should have said it like this, or I should have used the flow, or maybe I should have rapped on this song. I don't give a fuck. I don't care what you think. Like you can't, otherwise it will drive you mad.
It will, and you'll always question it, and it is what drives a lot of perfectionism in people who are artists are already perfectionists. If it doesn't sound the way they like it, there's nothing worse than having a song in your head. And you want it the way you want it, and you can't get it to the exact sound, but you still release it, and then somebody says,
"Oh, you could have done this.
you could have done this," and you're like, "Flip, man! I wish I could have got." Do you know what I mean? Or this needed live instruments. Well, I couldn't afford to pay for a horn section to come in, and do you know what I mean? Like, there's nothing more painful than that.
Well, you could have added a harmony here.
Trust me, like. I left that space for you to add your harmony.
Yes, when you sing along,
you do it then. But I think there is, obviously you need to know what's working and what's not.
Yes.
But this is what I mean about having a team as a filter. At the moment we ain't got teams because we're doing it, you know what, we're self-managed and we're doing it like that. I think for everybody who's releasing content, there needs to be a level of somebody else who's not going to be affected by it, looking at it, editing it, and bringing you what's important. A big piece of advice that I hear that makes a lot of sense to me is don't take advice from somebody who's not doing what you want to be doing. Why would you take advice about singing from someone who can't sing? Why would you take advice about your career from somebody who's unemployed?
That's true.
About your marriage from somebody who's not married? Do you know what I mean? Like, why would I do that? I care about whether you enjoy it or not because I want it to affect you. The reason why I'm making the music is for me first of all, and then because I want you to feel something from what I've created. I want you to. I want that for you. But if you're going to critique it without the expertise to critique it, should I care? And should I even have to see it? I don't want to even have to see it.
But the only thing I can say to debate that is literally sometimes that person who doesn't know is the one who, they're your listeners. Like, this is the only issue that we have, like, as musicians. I can ask or share and have advice from people who, most of the people I know in music are doing far better than me.
Yeah.
But also, I don't want your advice. Shut up. I don't care. I don't care.
I think a
How
lot,
about-
it has to be
especially
someone
like
that
in
you
Birmingham, a lot of people
rate.
want everyone to sound
Yeah,
the same.
I
They'll
still
be like,
rate them, but I still don't
why
care.
don't you do that thing that so and so does?
Yeah.
And it's like, really?
Literally,
Yeah.
oh, why didn't you
Or
get
like,
a gig
oh,
like
you could be the
forever?
Birmingham version of X
Yeah,
name.
yeah.
And it's like,
Or
but
I
you
could just be
are.
me.
Yeah, or
Yeah.
also you know nothing about the business, so actually, no, I can't do what that person's doing.
Yeah.
I can't get on the show that they're on because that doesn't work for me.
Mm-hmm.
Or I don't, you know,
Want to.
or I don't want to do that show because
Yeah.
actually they don't pay nobody, but the person, it looks like they're doing really well, but actually they don't pay
They're
nobody,
not,
so
yeah.
why would I do that show?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's a difficult balance, but that's what the team is for. You need someone who's going to manage your numbers and your social media, because they can filter through the comments that are bullshit. They can show you the great comments. Someone whose opinion you really care about. Then they can say, okay, this thing has been brought up a few times. Maybe we need to work on this. Do you know what I mean? That way, you're protecting yourself from whatever foolishness, because we do concentrate on negative more than we do on positive.
Yeah.
It's a
Listen,
horrible
this
thing.
conversation just has me thinking I need to go into media management because
You should.
Trust me.
yeah, no,
it'd
but
be
it's
great.
long to actually get into unless you've got people who you've already managed.
Yeah.
This is
And yes,
yeah.
I keep being told that I'm bossy, and I'm like, I was born this way.
There's nothing
Like
wrong
I
with
was
being
born
bossy.
this way. I know I'm bossy. I know I'm assertive, and I know I'm particular. But I also know that I want the best for other people.
Yeah.
So how I'm particular in all of this, it's so you succeed. It's not just
Yeah.
me being a psychopath some of the time.
Yeah, I think you are somebody who wants nothing less than the best.
Yeah.
Like, the best is the minimum that you're going to take. Do you know what I mean? So, as organised as you are, it just makes sense for you to be in charge of certain things.
Yeah, yeah. I literally was having this conversation recently with someone.
It makes sense though, because
Yeah.
for me, I care about the creating. I really just care about, I want to create, I want to write, I want to sing, I want to perform, I want to tour. That's what I want to do. I want to write for other people. These are the only things that really matter to me. Like,
Yeah.
booking a show is
Don't
long,
care.
is
It's long.
long, especially when you have to. I don't feel like, if you've heard my music, I don't feel like I should have to prove my worth to you. Especially if you've asked me to be on the gig.
Yeah.
So if you've asked me to be on the gig and then you're telling me you don't want to pay me, why have you asked me?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to have to deal with that, because it's only going to make me feel bad, and then I'm going to start thinking about whether my music is good enough, or what some other artist has been paid for this gig, but you don't want to pay me. It's
You know
just
what
too, I
it
don't
is?
want to
The
deal
other
with that.
artists get to a point where this is why I don't perform that much anymore. If you're not going to pay me, I'm not going to come.
Same.
I'm just not going to come. I'm just not going to come.
Same.
And I will remind you of when you paid rare that much. And who do you think I am? Am I less than them? Because I'm not less than them. Do I not work just as hard, if not harder? I'm not having it.
This is what I'm saying.
I'd rather not be heard by anybody than be taken for a fool by these people, and they're promoting.
Yeah, because they're not doing their jobs.
Yeah,
At the end of the
they're
day, they're not
I
doing
think
their
they
jobs.
do that with every creative
But this is the
field.
thing. Exactly.
Everything.
They
They'll
do
do
with
this for
everyone.
promotion, even with photography. Oh, come photograph my show. It'll be great promotion for them. Like, for what? I've been doing this how many years?
Trust me. And who clicks on the photographer when they're looking at the show
Exactly.
pictures? Not off it.
But
not
everyone
literally
clicks,
fashion.
everyone clicks on you for those pictures. Though.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. I think people really undervalue art, even though art is most people's escape. It's most people's,
Yeah.
like, if you're going through something, art is what everyone goes to, but they don't want to pay for it.
Of course.
Do you know what I mean? But you'll pay for shoes from a company that don't give a damn about you.
Yeah.
But I'm making
Pay
music
for a
for you.
season football ticket to be here.
This is it. And it frustrates me to have to argue about it
Yeah.
and be like, I'm worth it. I've been performing since I can remember. I've done my free gigs. I've
Trust
done my
me,
free
my
gigs.
whole life.
I was
Yeah.
paid when I was like 14 for doing gigs. So why am I going back to being like,
Free gigs
nah,
now.
it's alright,
Yeah.
I'll do it for free.
Yeah, I think it's different when it comes to being
I'll do
a
charity for
creative
free.
and
That's
doing
it.
work for free. I think it comes down to what you're willing to do.
Yeah.
If it's something that you believe in the event, you want to support the person who's hosting it or whatever, you can make that decision and be like, you know what, I'm going to take that L on this one
for you.
Yes, for this person or for whatever the reason is that you have.
Yeah.
But to be expected constantly to do things for free, or because you've done it once, then it's like, oh yeah, she'll do it. Nah.
Exactly. And to be expected and then to be criticised for saying
not
no.
doing it.
That's where the problem
100%.
is.
I'm glad that we've recently made a lot of friends who are also trying to push their creative ventures, and it's like, okay, that's not doing something for free.
Yeah.
We can push each other. I know you were doing this.
Yeah.
I see you didn't post this or you didn't do that. Why? Come on, get your thing going. You need to do it.
Yeah.
That's support.
Yeah.
That's not using you as like, oh, you'll get good exposure for this.
For me, I'm like, no, your event will get good exposure for this.
Yes.
Because actually, no one's coming to your event
With
unless
no
you've got
musicians.
someone performing.
And especially for your musicians, you're going to be telling people, I'm performing this day, this time, come
Exactly.
through. So you're getting them people in the venue.
And I think a lot of people forget that a gig is not the 2 hours I'm on stage, babes.
Yeah.
The gig is the week before of rehearsals
Yeah.
that I'm paying for. Every day that we're doing rehearsals, the band, getting to the venue, getting from the venue, all of the time of practice that took me to even get to the point where I can perform for you, the songs that I wrote.
My outfit and my makeup, please. I'm
Do you
sorry.
know what I mean?
They come in.
Yeah, new makeup.
Yes. No. Okay, thank you for doing it most of the time.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Let's not act like foundation's not £14 a bottle and I'm supposed to do my face every single
£14.
day.
But also, like, remember that this payment that you're giving me is also payment that is going to everything that has come behind the scenes.
No,
of this thing.
100%.
I need to be reimbursed for the rehearsals that I've done.
Yeah.
I need to be able to pay someone to do my hair and makeup if I need that. I need to pay for the outfit. I need to pay my band, and I need to make a profit off of it because it's my job. So why am I arguing with you about it?
Exactly.
And you know what gets me more? They'll get a private contractor for anything else. People will pay. They'll pay for their whole house to get painted.
Yeah.
They'll pay grants for something you could have bought a 20-litre bottle thing of paint for £12 and done yourself. You'll pay for that, happy, but you won't pay for my actual livelihood that I've actually crafted. It's a lifestyle. It's not a career. I wake up every damn day and do vocal lessons and work out and act.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's literally art. It's literally art that people don't want to pay for, which takes the most practice, which is why not everybody can do it.
Exactly.
It takes you literally
It's a skill that
daily
you've actually
working on this thing. It is a lifestyle that you take on because you want to do this thing. But man, you'll pay the burger vendor that you have at the gig, but you won't pay the artist.
Could you imagine if they said to the few people, I bet cater my event, but do it for promotion. So people can say your food is paying, that's all.
This is what I'm saying, they will not do it if you don't pay them. And this is why it's really important for creatives to say no, because as long as some creatives say yes, they'll keep doing it.
I think as well, especially in Birmingham, I think a lot of creatives need to learn to work together. Like for me, I don't sing, so it's different, but I do makeup. I also am a photographer, so I don't mind doing certain things for free. If I know you're an artist, you need to build your portfolio, then okay, let's work together, let's do a project together. Even other photographers. There's nothing wrong with saying, let's do something together, but I feel like it's so cliquey.
It really is.
And it's just annoying. For me, I'm like, that's the best one out of your clique.
Yeah.
And he's the best one out of that one.
Yeah.
Let's us do something and make something crazy, but because you're like, I don't really know my man
just
from
do it.
there.
Yeah.
So how do you think creatives start getting paid for everything they do? Or at least working together properly?
I think honestly collaboration's where a lot of it comes from.
Yeah.
I think somebody who's already built.
I think you have to demand it.
You do have to demand it.
Collaboration doesn't do that much in this city, unfortunately.
Oh, in this city, definitely.
It doesn't. Like if you're outside of here, you can easily do well and get seen, but you're still not getting paid until you literally say, "No, I charge this much for a feature. No, I charge this much for a show." People say to me, can you come do this? Okay, so how long is the set? Half an hour. It will be this much. Yeah. End of story. I'm not waiting to ask you how much you're paying.
There's a way to do it though, because I mean, it's not even like, I know you're saying demanding it, but there's a way to do it. If somebody says to you, "Oh, are you free for this event on this day or whatever?" Especially if it's in writing, if it's an email or anything like that, all you have to do is be like, "Yes, I'm available.
Here's my price list."
Here's my price list. That's
it. Don't even be fooled to ask, "What's your budget?" Because what's your budget will mean that then they can mess with what the budget
just say, these are my rates, that's all.
But people are nice enough to say to me, I can work with what you have, like when I'm doing videos and photo shoots and stuff, so I'm not against saying to someone, what's your budget? But at the same time, I understand that this is what you're doing it for. Yeah, because this is, you have to say, like you were saying earlier, you've got to take into account every single thing that goes into before I actually step on stage and go la la la.
100%.
So realistically, I'm not expecting to be paid a little bit. I've been on stage for the last 21 years of my life. 21 years.
I think that's what it is. I think, you know how you said that, like, with videos and photos, people can work with your budget. I think it's a bit different because, like, for me, I will work with what someone's got, but also at the same time, if I've got someone who I know does makeup as well, and I'm not looking to do everything for the shoot, okay, boom, let's work with this makeup artist. I'll do the photography, maybe we get another photographer, and then whoever it is, okay, you can model. I'll shoot what you're after. So if you're after headshots, we'll do that. And then can we do something else, something a bit more artsy for my portfolio, and we can do it like that. The other photographer can use it. The makeup artist has pictures they can use as well. I feel like that's just a better way to do it. So with artists like musicians, I feel like there's so much like silent beef between musicians in Birmingham where it's really like, listen, you can sing, you can sing and write, jump on the track, you're both going to benefit from it.
There's a lot of ego.
100%.
There's a lot of ego
and all the musicians sleep with each other.
In music.
Well, it's true. Everything I see with musicians from Birmingham, especially females, they talk about like, well, it's kind of something that, you know, comes with it. Okay.
No, it doesn't come with it. You can say no. You can say, when you get to the studio and my man, who you already know has fucked every singer in Brum, goes, oh, one moves. You could just say no, nigga. So,
here's the money for my studio time.
Literally, I came here for studio. I'm leaving with a song. I'm not leaving almost pregnant and with an STD. Like, no.
Almost pregnant?
No, it's true.
Can you please explain almost? No, don't. Don't explain it. I know what almost.
You know what almost pregnant is. Okay, you know what it is. Yeah. And I said I'll pull out, but didn't. Okay, almost did. Okay, nah, dead.
Wow.
Dead. No, I'm sorry. Just say no. I don't. As much as being a part of the scene, I understand. And producers, y'all are nasty. Stop moving to everybody. Stop moving to everyone. They're not. But they're not.
They're just out here trying to get a girl.
So it's not even like in the studio.
It's not even beat makers. Beat makers, I don't get this from. You know what I mean? Not very much.
It's the guy who has the
recording
studio.
engineers.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's recording engineers, and they're like, they'll be inviting you around to do recordings, and a lot of musicians, don't let them fool you. They have home studios. They don't record in an actual studio often. You go to their place, and they're not bad at what they do.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
But as soon as you are in their place, now it's like a date.
The energy
and I'm like,
changes.
this is not a date though. It never was. I came here to record, and I've had it happen so many times. So you just have to be like, look forward. Like, they'll be
look forward, you know.
You know when someone's trying it with you, and they're like, you just look forward and be like, so this song is sounding good, you know. You just need to back up.
I won't go to someone's home studio. Unless I know you very well. I'm not going. If you don't have a studio in a place, you're not coming. But then even then, it's worse. Because, please, where are all the studios in Birmingham? In Digbeth, or in Hockley, or in Jewellery Quarter, in all of the back alleys and the dodgy roads. And you get in there and it's dark in the studio. You don't know what time you got in or what time you leave. You'll be there for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, and you get there and a man's already got a liquor. He's already got this. He's already got you smoking it? I know you smoke. Oh no, I don't really smoke like that. Come on, babes.
You smoke you smoke when you're recording your vocals. What kind of strippiness?
I do. So you shouldn't. You shouldn't. But no, it's terrible. It's terrible. Like it's so. I understand why the women.
No, I know.
Well, why the artists find it hard, because as male artists, like most of them aren't getting the free studio time we're getting as a woman anyway.
Yeah.
Like none of them. I get free studio time for joke, but at the same time, then I have to deal with that. Yeah. And then I've got to sit there and be like, bruv, I told you I'm not coming here for that. I'm coming here to record. Oh, but why did you come then? Because you told me I can come to the studio for free. Like,
that's
it's...
mad.
And that's another thing.
I think it's because And the culture is when man them go to the studio, they drink and they smoke and they record. But as a female, by myself often, with somebody I don't really know that well coming to do work, why am I drinking and smoking with you? I'm here to record anyway. I don't function well if I'm under the influence. I'm not trying to, not singing, it's not going to work for me. So I'm not going to do that anyway. But why would I do it with you as a stranger? I'm not here to be chirped. I don't like it. I don't like going to the studio and being chirped by anybody. Even if it's you and your boy in the studio, you can be fine. Let me do my work. You can move to me after. Yeah. I'm here to do my work. Like I'm really not. I hate. There's nothing worse for me because that means to me you don't respect me as an artist. Of course. You're not. You don't want me here because you like my music and you want to work with me. Or do you know what I mean? Or you rate me as an artist. You want to work with me. Or even you're just trying to make peace from somebody. As your craft, like you're here because you thought it was pretty, and you invited me under the pretense of doing work, and we're not. Same with other artists that will be like, come write some songs, let's write some songs together. I'm like, no. Like I've actually had people in my inbox recently who have tried to chirp to me first, and I say no, and then they're like, all right, do you want to write a song together? And I'm like, no, because you want to write a song with me
because you tried to.
Trying to get me in your space.
Because you want me to be in your space so that you can do it. And it's not for me. It's the same way, like, don't ask me for my number. Don't ask me for my number if you want to collab with me. I don't need to give you my number. What I need to give me is your email address. And we can back and forth over email. Oh, I like this, I like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. After we've started working together, then I might give it to you and I'll give you some voice notes and stuff. Do you know what I mean? But don't
assume.
You're now like, oh, let me send you music. I'll WhatsApp you the tune. No, babes. Because why do I need my songs on my phone? I need my songs on my laptop so I can record them. Like these things, like and for young artists, it's really difficult to detect these things. And it's only after they've already been in the studio and someone's done something weird that they're like, I don't know why they're doing this. Even the first time I went to record for somebody, my first experience recording vocals with somebody was for like, it was a challenge that was put on the internet and was like, oh, whoever writes the best song can come record, blah, blah, blah. And then I went to go record. Luckily I went with my friend. But from my first time, we got through the session all right. Yeah. But on the way back, and I travelled to a part of Birmingham I'd never known before, and I was like 15, 16. Yeah. As soon as I left, like they were walking us back to where we were going, it turned into a chirps. And then you start thinking, am I even going to get my song if I say no to this person? Exactly. Am I even going to da-da-da if I say no to this person? I said no because he wasn't born. He was talented, but like... And also I don't like to mix those things unless I knew you before or we were already like... Do you know what I mean? We have to be on the level, and I still don't want to mix them because I don't want to lose out on music because we've had some... Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But I realised straight away, I was like, oh my gosh, this is just like when I walk down the road and somebody tries to, do you know what I mean? This is just like when somebody asks me for something, like it happens to women all the time. You're asking me for something as a ruse to get my number. Yeah. And it's literally the same as walking down the road and somebody being like, can I get your number? Oh, then fuck you then, you're dirty, blah, blah, blah. Same way that they'll be like, oh, it's taking me a bit longer to do the track.
Of course.
It's not.
Oh, like, sorry, my laptop broke and that all at Tuesday and I made that gone now. Like, bro, shut up.
Her man voice is definitely
Listen, that's my go-to voice because I'm always having to cuss about these users. They're constant. How can you turn around and tell me, oh, but my laptop broke? Your laptop ain't been broken all this time. How did it conveniently break yesterday or this morning or 2 seconds ago?
Or and you just come back round and do some more. I'm like,
I need to re-record it.
I don't want that. I don't want that. And this is like what people don't be taking artists seriously because they be going and working with artists and artists just be out there. You are not Chris Brown, babes. Right? You are not famous. You can't just get gal just because you make music. These things, it's not how these things work.
Also, if a gal wanted you, she'd move to you or at least show you some indication. Don't see me living my life, doing my thing, making my music, and then come and try and take the mick out of me. You're actually taking the mick.
This is my passion, right? This is my career, and you're telling me all that you can get out of it is
my looks. Is some
is being attracted to me.
100%.
I hate when somebody's like, oh, you look so beautiful in that video. Yeah, but you haven't said anything about the music.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't ask you about how I looked.
How
I tried to look beautiful in that video, like, but the song though, because I'm here talking to you about the song.
Cool.
Even if I'm attracted to somebody who works in music, I either want the conversation to be about the attraction or the music.
Okay.
I do not want to be like, oh, do you want to songwrite sometime? And do you want to go on a date? No, I want to be like, oh, I'll go on a date. You can talk to me about how passionate you are about what you do. But these things don't need to cross. These things don't need to cross. Unless you become my man at some point, then
we'll work together.
But, yeah, I don't know. It's a very they take the piss out of creatives consistently and I hate it.
No.
You know what gets me the most? When someone turns around to you and goes, oh, what happened to your EP you was working on or something? And you're like, bro, I worked on a whole actual project with somebody who got vexed when I said no. And now, do I want to sit here and explain to everybody that my music ain't come out for that long because I keep telling men no? Because that's dead. I don't want to have to explain myself.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. I guess
it's a power thing, and it's a power thing not just in music. It's a power thing in everything. Yeah,
it's generally
in everything. Happens. Like, do not offer me a favor expecting something back.
100%.
Don't tell me, oh, you know what, I'll do that for you, and then be like,
remember that time I did that thing?
Yeah.
No.
I'm not. My body ain't paying. You have to work for this. I'm not working this to get a piece of what, because what my body is worth is much more than what I would pay for your studio time, babes.
Yeah.
So,
really,
yeah.
Of course.
Anyway.
Right, let's wrap this up, ladies. I think we've rambled.
Yeah, sorry guys.
We've rambled.
I'm not sorry. Creatives, you like to fix
learn from this.
You like to fix up, you nasty motherfuckers, and creatives ask for what you want and get it. And
I think people ask
except for Cookie. Stop asking women for Cookie because you want it. It's not yours.
At least they're asking. Anywho, I'm not going to go down that road.
Trust me, maybe you asked.
Gosh. But yes.
Alright guys. Well, thank you for watching this episode. We will be back next week. Lovely as always to be with you. And I will be together.
You need help. Toodles.
Be together.